Box that tractor at the moment. The aircon's packed up on it. And I thought, oh my word, I thought it's been a failure, germination's failed, but actually having a good look around. Alright, so here we go, that is the barley milled. That's coming out. It's got Atlantic, our new Hereford bull, which I was telling you guys about a couple of weeks ago. So he... Hi, welcome back to the farm. So as you can see today, we're mucking out the sheds. Muck everywhere. Dad's around on the tractor, we'll see it in a bit, the 6930 and the dump trailer. And then I'm on the Manitou today, mucking out the shed. So that is, actually it's got really good aircon, whereas the 69 has broken aircon at the moment. So I'm quite happy to be in the teleporter for a change, normally on the 69, but you'll see the tractor coming back to the yard in a minute, but that's what we're up to anyway. This is the last shed to do before winter, so we'll just get a load ready. Hope everyone's well. I have been carting straw back to the farm, putting it under tarps. I'll show you them in today's video, and we're also as well about to start some subsoiling. So we're going to subsoil Pitfield this year with the 6R. It's just been a little bit too dry as of late, so we did have a bit of rain yesterday. And I'll also show you the turnips, which have just recently started to come up. So we have got some turnips coming up out of the ground, which is obviously what we did a couple of weeks ago now, spreading the turnip seed on with the 6R. So it has worked out hopefully pretty well. But yeah, we'll go and take this to the trailer. There goes another load off. Off she goes. It is a hot box, that tractor at the moment. The aircon's packed up on it. It's going to be a winter job to repair it, but everyone has been saying it is literally like a greenhouse, working in that tractor all summer. But yeah, you've got to get on with the job and get it done really. So. Well, just whilst we're waiting for the tractor to come back, I've pulled into the shed here where it's in the shade. We've got the aircon, but of course obviously it's 25 Celsius, 27 today. I think most people have got their harvest done now, out of the way, and it'll be on to other jobs. Land work, planting OSR, winter wheat, that sort of thing. We're a spring crop farm, so we don't really put winter crops in, other than the turnips, which we just put in now. So really it's keeping an eye on the turnips and seeing if they're going to grow well, so that we can feed them out to the cattle and the sheep over the winter months. So you'll see in the next part of this video what the turnips are looking like and how they're coming up. I did roll them in. They didn't have any rain for a long time, about a week, couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden this last weekend it completely chucked it down, and I think we'll have a good bit of germination now. So alright, well, we've just come up to the field we call Vicarage Field, near the straw stack which we did with Rob from AgriTel. And if you just have a look down here, we got some germination of the small turnips which we planted. So literally just been coming up these last couple of days. I did check about 3 or 4 days ago and there was nothing on here, hardly coming up, and I thought, oh my word, I thought it's been a failure, germination's failed. But actually having a good look around, we are starting to see some good germination now, so we've got some good emergence, and there's still a few actually hidden under the chaff from the straw. So I'll be keen to see what happens certainly over the next week and see what else we get coming up. But so far it looks like we've got relatively good germination. So yeah, it's 26 on the farm today. We've got the ducks on the lake and we've got the geese there. It is lovely. I'm going to go out with the topper and get the rest of these nettles though. I've got the flail mower on. Yeah, just lovely day. Dad and I just went in for lunch. Dad's dealing with the mill and mix company at the moment, so we'll go and see the barley which was being milled up to feed the cattle over winter, which is in the grain store. And I'll I'll put you guys on the mount.
Well, there we go, that's the last load for today. Unfortunately my window is really dirty, really dusty from when we had the rollers on all last week rolling the turnips in, so you'll have to see a pressure washer at some point in this tractor. It is blooming hot in this cab. I'd rather be in the Manitou today with a nice aircon, but there we go. I think it needs regassing the system on this, that's what it is. There we go. There we go, job. Put that down. Alright, so here we go. That is the barley milled. It's coming out. It's got minerals, molasses, ready to feed the cattle over winter. Alright, well that's the cattle shed all mucked out now. We've just got to bring the cattle back, which will probably be, I'd say probably October time, October, November. So we've still got another month, couple of months until they all come home. It's just quiet on the farm at the moment, around the yard, because the cattle aren't here at the moment. Obviously they're out grazing on the marshes. And this year I would like a little straw blower, so I am in talks for a little small, I think it's the 8100 or the 8200 Teagle straw blower, which will come this year. We can feed with it with hay, which I've made the bales of hay, which will go for it, and silage, hay, haylage. And then we're also going to use it as well to bed the cattle down, which will be really good. And then we've got the turnips, which are coming up to feed the sheep as well over winter, and we'll subsoil the pit field, which is at the top of the farm, which was sugar beet, but now it's it had spring barley on it this year, but it's really, I had it up there subsoiling the other day, and it's bloody hard because the ground's hard, and the 6R was really struggling to pull it, the 6155R. So either I hire a bigger tractor to pull it, or I just wait for some rain to let the ground just moisten up a little bit. But it is, that Spalding's flat lift, it takes a lot of pulling. Even though it's a 3-leg subsoiler, it is deep. You can go 20-22 inches on that. I mean, I only pull it along at like 12-14 inches max, and still that 6R struggles because it's got those angled wings, and yeah, that tractor just struggles on it with when it's dry like this. But hopefully if it comes wetter a bit, or might have a chance of doing something. Also, I've been looking at some second-hand machinery. Missed out on a lovely bit of kit the other day, which I'll talk to you about if we can buy another one, basically. But it's quite exciting for the farm, and it's a small implement to go on one of the tractors. But yeah, they're just machinery prices, they're going through the roof. And also, if you do find a nice bit of kit like I found, you ring up, gone, you know, sold it. So all the machinery, anything half decent now, when you ring, it's gone. So you've got to kind of get the magazine the day it comes out, then ring up, and then be able to buy whatever it is you want to buy. So it will be a good tool for the farm, and it will save the farm some money over the spring months, really, when we do spring jobs. So it's quite a nice implement. But yeah, right, I just thought I'd show you, that's Atlantic, our new Hereford bull, which I was telling you guys about a couple of weeks ago. So he will go now with Hector, the Aberdeen Angus bull, and they together with Rodney, the blonde bull, will serve the whole herd. But he's only 14 months old, so he's got to grow a fair bit yet. So he's still got a bit of growing to do until he gets to about 2 years old, a couple of years, 2 or 3 years old, and then he'll join the cows in the summer months, some of the younger heifers. So hopefully it'll be a good bull. Pony boy. But yeah, we just drop the bales by the bull pens, and it works really well because they can kind of have it ad lib with small bales, and it just sort of works really well with little 120cm hay bales, stuff like that. So here's some nuts and stuff as well. So he's all right. He's growing well. Under is
going well as well. If I could take the handbrake off. There we go.
All right, now we're on High House Field, and I spun some turnips on this one with the spinner. It was one of the drier fields, and the cultivator, as you can see, didn't even touch this one. It was so dry, you couldn't get any machine in. And one of my concerns is that because it's been so dry and compacted on this field, that we're going to have a bit of patchy emergence, and you can see it a little bit. But that being said, it's early days yet. We have got some emergence coming, but nowhere near as good as on Vicarage, which I was able to really get the cultivator in and do a good job on that one. We see here, like, the cultivator just couldn't even, it was just like concrete. And even further down the field as well, where I had the subsoiler out, the tractor did about 5 lengths, and it was like, nope, not doing it, not having it. So you can actually see where the stubble ends and my subsoiling begins, and this is where the tractor just said, nope, I'm not having it. It was about there, and I just thought, you know, you're going to end up scrabbing the tyres, and yeah, I just sacked it in. But I know it does do a really good job. You know, we do it once every 3 years, especially with ex-sugar beet land or ex-potato land. We do subsoil, and it does make a big difference, especially when you crack that pan of compaction sometimes, which the plough doesn't get. So you can actually see the emergence is so much better already for the turnips on where I've subsoiled. I mean, it's literally so much better. Just everywhere you can see turnips coming up. But where I haven't subsoiled, a bit patchy, and there's your problem. So do I get more horsepower on the subsoiler and subsoil the whole blooming fields? I don't know. Leave it in the comment section. I'm sure someone will say that they can pull that subsoiler with a 100 horsepower tractor, but if you can, I invite you to come to the farm and do the rest of this field, because that 6155R couldn't do it. Once it got through the bottom end and started to really go into the harder part of the field on the tram lines, just would not have it. So yeah, it is what it is, you know. But we have done the turnips. We've mucked all the sheds out. There's a few straw bales left to get in. You see those ones there, they've been stacked to the end of the field. There's another field where we've got to cart some in, so we're going to put some more indoors. And then topping, flail mowing, putting the stock box on, bringing the cattle home. It will be the next sort of big job over winter. And of course, those things over there, the hedges, of course, 1st of September, literally in the next couple of days, not that far away. So hedge cutting will be the next sort of big job. And of course, watching the turnips grow, fertilising them, seeing if we get good emergence, which is what I've been looking at this afternoon. So yeah, with that, keep liking and subscribing, all that good stuff, and keep an eye out for some more videos. I'll try and do one every few days. Like I say, been really busy these last couple of weeks with straw and just finishing up harvest really, so now I have some time to make some more content, see some more places, try some new tractors, all that good stuff, looking at you know, Vultras, Agco brands, and changing the teleporter at some point, which will be end of this year or start of next year now. So yeah, lots of stuff to look forward to. I know you guys like machinery, I know you guys like cattle as well, and sort of a little bit of everything really. So yeah, keep liking and subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.